Hello everyone, this is Jaro Network and today I'm going to show you how to install Kali Linux in virtual machine. Before explaining the process, the following requirements need to be met is firstly a minimum of 8 GB of free disk space for the Kali Linux to install. Although I recommend at least 25 GB to hold additional programs and word lists. Secondly, a minimum of 512 MB RAM is required. So and then lastly is if you have an ISO file, then you can use ISO file to install, otherwise you can download it from the website, that is kali.org. So let's begin with the installation. So let's see how to do it. So first, begin by inserting the Kali Linux live DVD in the optical drive of your computer. So if you have an ISO file, then you can use ISO file, or otherwise you can use the live DVD by inserting in the optical drive of your computer. So here you can see that on my desktop there are four options. So you can see here, create a new virtual machine. So just click on it. So here you can see the two options are there, typical and custom. So it is better for the new users to go for typical, so it is recommended. If you're an advanced user, then you can go for custom. So proceed to next. So here you can see the three options to install it, Kali Linux operating system. So if you have an installer disk, that is live DVD as I mentioned before, and if you have an installer disk, that is ISO image. If you have an ISO image, then you can use here ISO image, otherwise you can leave it as it is. And if you want to install operating system ladder after the configuration, then you can use the operating system ladder. So I'll just check on, I will install the operating system ladder. You can also check it, otherwise if you have those resources, then you can go for those resources. So I'll install the operating system ladder next. So my operating system is Linux, so Kali Linux is a Linux operating system, so I'll go for Linux, and it's a Debian operating system. Before we are using Backtrack, so now you can go for Debian 8 into x64-bit. So if you have a 34-bit operating system, you can use it. Otherwise, if you have a 64-bit, then you can use it 64-bit. So proceed to next. Now here you can see that virtual machine name. So virtual machine name is just write any name. I'll write here Kali VM, that is virtual machine. And so now you can below you can see your location. So it is asking you to see the location where you want to keep the file. So I'll keep the file here in local disk H. So just make a new folder. So just rename it Kali VM. Okay, now again proceed to next. So you can see here by default it is 20 GB maximum disk space, so we need to maximize it to 40 GB. Okay, you can see here 40 GB. Then store virtual disk as a single file. Split virtual disk into a multiple files. So just take the first one and next go and click on finish. Okay, everything is done here. You can see that the virtual machine is created, the environment to run a Kali Linux. Now we need to check the configuration. We need to check the components. you can see your processors, all those things are there, components. It is okay or not. Now you need to go to CD DVD. So use IOCMS file. I have a IOCMS file. If you have a live DVD, then you can use live DVD. So browse it. Okay, you can find the ISO file from your system or local drive. There's image. Okay, now press OK. Now power on this virtual machine. Just click on it. Now you can see here it has been started. Now it is asking the way to install. So there are lots of options are there. So I'll prefer graphical install. Press enter. Now wait for a few minutes. Now you can see here it's asking your language. So my language is English. If you have any other language, then you can use it. You can see here many languages are here. So I prefer English, so continue. Now it is asking you a location. So my location is India. So continue. And you're just configure the keyboard. So I prefer American English. Continue. So just wait a few seconds. Now you can see here it is asking you the host name. So for that, just type the host name. So by default it is written here Kali. So just proceed to continue. Now it is asking domain name. So if you have a domain within your organization, then you can use it. Otherwise, just write your Kali dot secureworks .com, or else you can write whatever the domain you have. So continue. Now it is asking your password to enter. So I'll just type my password. Now press continue. Now it is setting up the clock. Now it is asking you use the entire disk. So it is for beginner, so we need to use the entire disk. So press continue. Again continue. So all files in one partitions recommended for new users. So press continue. Finish partitioning and write changes to disk. So press continue. So write the changes to disk is asking. So by default it is no. So press yes and proceed to continue. So now it is installing the system. So it will take several minutes. So you just need to wait for that. So keep patience and wait for the system to install. After the installation has been completed, you can see here on my desktop it will show like this. So just click on yes and proceed to continue. Now you can see here the two options. You can see here enter device manually, or you can below you can see your dev/sda. So click on enter device manually. So press continue. So device for bootloader installation. So press continue. Now it is finishing the installation. So now you can see here, after the installation has been completed, you can see here it asking the finish. So you can see your installation has been completed, and it is finished the installation. So just press continue. Now you can see here it's finishing the installation. So it will take few minutes or few seconds. So after the installation has been completed, it will start to boot automatically. So in this way you can install Kali Linux in virtual machines. So thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe and comment.